Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper and my website is sealedwithlove.com. So in a moment I'm going to take some crystals from my crystal bag. I'm going to throw them into a group of 12 houses and see which houses want to be influenced by which crystals. I'll read the colors, the crystals and any other energy that comes with them for your star sign. I'll take a crystal from this bag as well. These are just beads, different colors in there and other different symbols as well. We'll see what other influences want to come up. And then I'll take a card from the Voyager deck, and the idea of this is that it's your own card and it's up to you to take a look at the card and see what most draws you on that card in this moment, and then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So that will give you a little extra influence for your month ahead that's just for you. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to start just with a little bit of astrology for this coming month for August. So this is a kind of an interesting month because Venus is retrograde for the whole month. So this is very much about it's a revision, it's a clear out of the emotions, because Venus is about love. So it could be getting rid of some relationships. You may have already started to do this, or you might be redefining those relationships and saying, that's it, enough is enough, this is what I want. If you can't give it to me, then I'm sorry, I'm going to move on. So that kind of energy is coming in because you're going to be reassessing your values. So it's not just about relationships, it's about anything that you love, everything that you love. So also Saturn is moving direct, so it's going to be a little bit easier from the perspective of business and getting things organized in your life. There's also a sense of criticism that may be coming up because Saturn is square Jupiter on the 3rd. So it just moves direct and then it squares with Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's like everything is wonderful, and then Saturn is saying, hang on a minute, you need to be more organized, you need to be more stable, you need to be more strict, whereas Jupiter wants to go out and have a good time. So when they're squaring each other, it's almost like you have to, it's not that you have to stop, but you may stop and start looking at what it is you're doing in your life. And it might be about restructuring your business, particularly because I keep feeling like that Saturn energy is coming in around business. So with the Jupiter at square, it's stopping you from maybe spending lots of money and organizing yourself instead. It's that kind of vibe to it. On the 29th is a full moon. There's a new moon, obviously, which is on the 14th. The 14th is Leo new moon, and that's about creativity, and again, it's very emotional energy. But the 29th with the full moon is a supermoon. It's when the moon is really close to the earth. And so the moon affects our emotions. It's in Pisces. So with Pisces particularly, I'm a Pisces. With Pisces, it's a very emotional sign. It's a very emotional, intuitive, imaginative, a little bit addictive as well sign. So with the full moon coming in, and with it being a supermoon, for all of us, it's saying that this can be an emotional time, especially with that Venus retrograde as well. So that whole energy is saying that this is a sensitive month, particularly if you have moon in Pisces, and if you're a Pisces as well. But even if you're a Cancerian, it doesn't make any difference. That moon energy is really going to get all of us kind of rolling in that emotional quagmire. It's not a bad thing at all. It really is about, the whole month is about reassessing our values and about figuring out what is right for us, relationships and particularly business too. So I feel that with a new moon, on the 14th, there's a Uranus and there's a Venus aspect that comes in with that. And that's again about relationships. But because of the Uranus, because of that kind of surprise element, it could be that you go against the grain. So it might be that people are saying, this is what you need to do. And you say, no, I'm going to do my own thing. And again, it feels like that is the theme for the whole month, is really finding your individuality, really going with what is right for you, what feels right for you, not listening to what other people say, just taking on their wisdom, but maybe just going with your own intuition. This is a very highly intuitive month, especially with that big full moon coming at the end of the month. Okay, so I feel like I'm out of breath there. So now we're going to move on to your star sign. Let's see what crystals come up for you. Okay, Capricorn, so for you, you have a series of stones that went into the 6th, 7th and 8th house. And what's interesting to me was that the 6th and the 7th house came up with the stones, and then I thought to myself, I wonder if the 8th house is going to come up as well with the next stone, and it did. So did I think that and create it, or was it going to go in that direction anyway? So that might be a flavor for your month too, because there's no coincidences, right? So it could be that you are very powerful this month, and what you focus on, you create. But was it already coming for you anyway? So it's something for you to take into consideration. All right. So the first stone that came up is this gorgeous piece of aquamarine, and it's just got such a beautiful color to it. It went into your 6th house. The 6th house is about, well, it can be about work, about health. It's a Virgo house, so it can be cleaning up your act as well, especially around your health and what you take into your body. But what's interesting is Jupiter is going into Virgo this month, and with this gorgeous aquamarine, I feel as if for this next year, the world is your oyster. It's not just about this month. There is a sense of something opening up a door for you. This is highly creative with the aquamarine, but it's also saying that you are cleansing your system. Your emotions may be very important for you this month. You may find yourself a little more emotional than you would be normally, but it's a good thing. Somehow it helps you with your creativity, it helps you with the rest of your life, and it helps you with your health as well. I feel with this that it's saying that something is shifting around your health, that maybe you're getting stronger, or maybe you find a way to heal if you've had an issue with healing, with something that needs to be healed. There is a sense here as well that's going to be either an offer of a new job, or there's going to be you're going to hear about a new job. And because it's aquamarine, I can't help but feel that there's a link to overseas as well. So with a job, with your health, with healing yourself, etc., I'm feeling lots of spirit coming in. There could be a link with overseas around that. I love that. So now the next stone is green, and it's malachite. Look at that, looks like a little sandwich. If you know licorice all sorts, I relate everything to candy, don't I? Licorice all sorts, it's kind of like a licorice all sorts, like something sandwiched in the middle there. So with malachite, it's a stone of luck. It's because of the green. It's also a stone of abundance. It went into your 7th house. 7th house is relationships. It's relationships with others. It's that success in relationships. The 1st house is about you. The 7th house is about connection with others. So with this, it feels like you're trying to pack in a lot this month. You're trying to get everything in that you possibly can, and it's almost like you are doing this, you're doing that, you're doing the other, and then you just get it into that calendar, and so you've got a very tight schedule. So when it comes to relationships, what you might find is that you cannot nurture those relationships as much as you would like to. You need to nurture yourself first, of course. With the green, it helps you to heal your heart. Healing with green and blue is about healing your heart. Now, when these two stones come together, especially with the 6th and 7th house, for me, this is also about a completion of something. So something is ending, something is finishing in your life. It could be a relationship that you're completing, it could be a job that you're completing, a project that you're completing, maybe a health regime that you're completing. Whatever it is, these two stones are saying you're coming to the end of a cycle, and then you're going to move into that next new cycle. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that wants to come up from this. And I'm feeling almost as if there's a heaviness that's in relationships. But I'm getting the sense of a time out, a time off. And I see a vacation that's there, or some kind of a, time away from each other. And because of that, it's almost like you can get a fresh start. With that, either that same relationship or a new relationship, but whatever it is, there's a fresh start that's coming up. And it's a 7 that is coming to me, so it's probably the 7th or the 14th or the 21st, 28th. There's some kind of connection to the number 7 that's coming up with that particular fresh start. So then the third stone that came up is this ruby and zoisite. And the ruby is the red, zoisite is the green. And this is about fire and earth. Fire and earth. So it's passion. This went into your 8th house. It's passion and patience all at the same time. So the 8th house, it links with legacies, it links with money coming in, but this particular stone enhances your psychic skills. So if you've been trying to develop psychically, if you've been trying to develop anything, then this is saying that you need patience. It's coming, it's getting there, it just hasn't got there yet. You have to be grounded with that red, and then open to receive with the green. But I also feel with this that it's saying that something is coming to you, like a promotion, like that new job, but it's just not going to be yet, or it's just going to take its time coming to you, and you need to have a little bit of patience with that as well. Also with money around this too, especially in the 8th house with inheritances, it's saying it might take about 6 months, but there's going to be something that is coming to you that is around an inheritance or an extra piece of cash, or a little blessing that's very nice as well. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that wants to come in with this particular stone. Travel. So there's travel as well that's in this, but you may not know where to go. So there's a sense of a desire to make a move, or a desire to either leave where you're living or just take a trip. So it's going back to that trip thing as well. I keep seeing a cabin. So it's almost like a need to go somewhere where there aren't tons of other people. It's into nature, which is a green again here, and it's a place where you find peace. So I feel like you need a little bit of peace this month. The stone that came up for you is celestite. The bead that came up for you is celestite. And this is a connection to the angels. It's a connection to you being a little bit sensitive as well, which is good if you want to develop your psychic skills. Not so good if you are in communication with people and they're saying things to you that are hurtful. So this means that you can take that on. With the green, this will help protect you. So again, I feel that you need to get out into nature, into the open, because that will help to heal and protect you. There's a lot of green and blue that's moving through this, and with the green and the red as well, there can be old memories coming up that need to be healed, grief that's coming up that needs to be healed, and this is all heart energy. This will make you more sensitive than usual this month, and especially with that that full moon, the closest of the moon this month is really going to impact your emotions. But I feel that you need to call on your angels for support and protection, and they will be there. Your card is called Aspiration. So take a look at that card, see if there's anything you're most attracted to, then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So when I look at this, I see, of course, everything reaching up, but I particularly see this golden hand reaching up to the heavens, and I feel that's your angels. So I really feel that it's important for you this month to reach up to your angels and ask them for help, ask for their support. That golden energy that I see in that hand is also saying that they are there. They are communicating with you. They will show you little symbols, significances, what do you call that? Little feathers, I can't get my words out, feathers and coins and numbers, etc., that really reveal that they are there with you this month. If you've had this message before for this month, then it's really important for you to make that connection with your angels. They come in all shapes and sizes, of course. So be open to receive that guidance from your angels. It feels like it's important, and it feels like it's really going to have a strong impact on your life. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do please give it a thumbs up if you did. Share it on social media with your friends, through email, and also remember to leave me a comment below. Let me know how the messages resonated for you. Remember to subscribe to my love letter and grab your free color kit. Find out what your true colors are at bit.ly/color kit. And also remember, I do offer guidance sessions, lots of different guidance sessions, and particularly crystal gem readings which you might be interested in. That's at sealedwithlove.com. Lots of coloricious blessings until next time. Bye.